Hello there. Today we're on the Lost Valley Trail and I'm searching for Haunted Hollow. So I've been hiking the Lost Valley Trail for decades now and I've never heard of Haunted Hollow. I've never had anybody mention it to me before. Recently my wife gifted me this book, the newest edition of 60 Hikes Within 60 Miles. And in this description, in this book, it mentions Haunted Hollow. And the first edition, which I've been working out of for over a decade, there's no mention of it there. Now the description of the trail leading up to the cemetery, or Haunted Hollow actually, and after the cemetery, sounds to me like the Dunlap Cemetery, but there is a picture of a single gravestone surrounded by a wrought iron fence in this book, which I'll show now. And that looks unique enough to me to believe that it may be something different, a cemetery that I've never heard of before and have found on none of the historical websites. So curiosity has led me here to discover which it is. So, in addition to the book, I researched Haunted Hollow and only came up with two other references to it. One from Terrain magazine, which is a local St. Louis magazine dedicated to outdoor enthusiasts, and one from mtbproject.com, which is a local mountain biking website. So Terrain magazine, in their article on the Lost Valley Trail, said that it's about 3 miles from the trailhead, the Lost Valley Trailhead, while the Dunlap Cemetery is probably in the 4.5, 5 mile range from the trailhead. So that led me to think this could be a new cemetery for me. And then the MTB project said that after the 2.5 mile marker goes into single track with a long climb into the Cedars and across the spring crossing into the Haunted Hollow. Well, the only Cedars I'm familiar with are a little bit before Dunlap, but I haven't been on this single track in years. So I mean, I'm after the 2.5 mile marker now. I'm at the old covered camp here, and I haven't gotten to the single track yet. I think it's a little farther out, but I don't remember a spring before the Dunlap Cemetery, and that also leads me to believe this could be a new one for me. I'm pretty excited about this. I know that the foliage is thick. It's going to make it difficult to get through to find a new cemetery, but I'm willing to do the work to find it. Okay, so I'm on the single track now. What I'm looking for is a spring crossing and a cedar grove, and then off to my left, down on a hollow, will be that cemetery. I've still got probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles of this single track to explore. Let's hope I find it. Okay, I'm in a patch of cedars. There are a few here, maybe 7 or 8. I am almost at the top of the hill. I haven't seen a spring crossing yet, so we'll look for that soon. There is a steep hollow to my left. Hopefully this is it. Okay, so I'm currently at the 3 mile marker, which is about where the Terrain magazine said it would be. And I still have a steep hollow off to my left. I'm looking for that spring crossing, and then I'm going to head down. Okay, so I just crossed paths with 2 hikers going the other way, and they said that there's a spring not too far up ahead, so I think we're close. Okay, well, I recently passed the 3.5 mile marker and I haven't found a spring yet. I've been looking at, these are really steep ravines that I've been hiking over the top of, and they're just washes at the bottom, so I can't imagine a cemetery would be at the bottom of one of those. Anything's possible. I'm wrong frequently, but this is still fun for me because on this single track, the old single track is here to my right and it's been blocked off, and there's some new single track here to my left. So I get to hike a new area in Lost Valley on my way to the Dunlap Cemetery, which I'm really starting to think is what they referenced as Haunted Hollow. Here we go. Well, I had to step off the new section of trail for a bit where it intersected with the old trail, backtrack to get to the cedar grove just before the Dunlap Cemetery. Now this is a cedar grove. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the Haunted Hollow. Back to the new trail, which I'm really enjoying, by the way. Okay, so this is in the middle of the Dunlap Cemetery, and it was a gravestone that was kind of fenced separately, like enclosed within an enclosure. Obviously a tree fell on this. There was someone doing maintenance here last winter, last time I was here, and they pulled the tree off of this, but you can see the damage. The gravestone's broken off and on the ground. The fence is all bent and twisted. I'm fairly certain, comparing this to the picture in the 60 Hikes book, that this is the one. So this would be Haunted Hollow. Alright, I'm back on the main trail. Now it's time to get all these ticks off of me. They're crawling all over my legs. I'm thinking that nobody's been there since I was last winter. It sure appears that way. I like to thank the Gateway Off-Road Cyclists, not only for creating all the trails out here, but for maintaining them. Through the years, they've grown the full Lost Valley Trail loop from 8 miles in length to 12 miles. And it's great. I enjoy it. Thank you. Well, it's been really quiet on the trail today, so I'm going to take lunch on the trail. Standard protein stick, protein bar, water. That's all it takes. Catch you in a few. As a point of reference, the spring that flows out of the hillside is just below the trail at the 5 mile marker. You can see the stream below. You know, I like this. Sometimes I get really lost in thought and I actually forget where I am. It's kind of nice. So the last time I was out here, it was winter. Now we're in late spring. I have to say, the seasons give the trail a completely different appearance and just feel about them. Whew. Pretty ripe. It's warm today. You don't get that in the wintertime. Another difference, in the wintertime you get all the views. In the summertime you get all the bugs. I prefer winter. Alright, so I'm at the halfway point on the hike, but I've really already shown what I came out here to see, and that was what is Haunted Hollow. I'm convinced it's that hollow that has the Dunlap Cemetery in it. It kind of fits all the criteria in the description of the trail before and after the cemetery. But if I'm wrong, and it does happen, then I'd really appreciate if you would let me know in the comments where that cemetery is and how to get there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.